consequences if they lie. Pete?
Yep. Thanks, Ed. Well, the socialist from the Bronx, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, sparking outrage in New York City.
Military veterans say they walked out of a private meeting with a congresswoman after she allegedly bashed the president, America, and our foreign policy during a conversation with community leaders.
Here with more are the two veterans who walked out. Anthony, how do I pronounce that? Vitaliano. Thank you very much, Jed. Army veteran and retired NYPD homicide detective. And Silvio Mazzella, Vietnam veteran and treasurer of Bronx Community Board 11. She's a better pronouncer.
I love how you point to the
guys.
Italian to pronounce these.
She's got it.
My grandpa's name was Silvia.
She knows how to do it. I stay in my lane.
Thank you both for your service. I mean,
it comes after Saint Severio, you know.
Yep, I do know.
You Punzes then?
What happened?
You Punzes?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, Naples and Sicily combo is mostly what I am. This jacket, though, I think maybe the best jacket we have ever seen on Fox and Friends. Right?
Yeah, so you guys are proud Americans, right? You're in this meeting with the congresswoman that represents your district. There were a dozen people in the meeting or so. She's taking questions. What happened?
It was a prepared agenda for the, well, let's put it this way. She's a congresswoman from January. We haven't seen her in our area until May 28th, Tuesday at 5:30. Everybody else in the United States has seen her except her own district. So she comes to us. We had a prepared agenda. She came for local issues. Our chairman, Al D'Angelo, was the lead, and he asked questions that we wrote down. One was the Postal Service. The second one was graffiti, Amtrak. The third was Columbus Day.
Then how did it get to...
I'm going to tell you, well, we have in our board a Yemenis board member from Yemen. He's a citizen now. And his cousin, he relates a story that his cousin was in the Houthi area of the Yemen.
Yep, there's a civil war going on there.
Yes, there's no work there, so the cousin decided to go to the government side. And in progress to go in there, she was captured. I think it was a female, captured and summary executed by the Houthis.
And so that's where the foreign policy.
That's how the foreign policy started. And the question was posed to her: What could we do about the people getting killed there? There's so many people in Yemen getting killed. And this started me off. Her comment was, "Well, it's American bombs that are being."
Right.
You know,
and that was insulting.
I heard that. American bombs. In my head, I said to myself, what about the Iranian bullets and the Iranian bombs? Aren't they killing people too? But
yeah. Now you've both served our country with great honor. Silvio, I want to get to you. As someone who served this country so proudly, we actually have a photo of you here from the time of your service. I don't know if people can capture
this. It's a sharp-looking Marine right there.
Amazing, beautiful photo. As someone who served this country, when you heard that, what did it stir in you that inspired you to get up and walk out?
Didn't feel good. It actually reminds me when I came home from Nam and we had the protesters here. Okay, and that's not the way to treat people.
We can have differences about American foreign policy. It's well within the bounds to discuss that. But you say it goes deeper. It's almost as if she looks at America as the problem in the world.
Yeah, well, there was a couple of issues that came up that night. Another issue came up was the president, our President Trump, and Netanyahu are two clones. Like, I think the word clone or something. In other words, they're both the same. And it wasn't a positive impression she was
giving. And that was another
Yeah.
insult. I mean, Israel is one of our strongest allies
So what?
and supporters. To do something like that and come out with a statement like that is not good. Okay? That's not who we are.
Did she infer they were both autocrats? I think I saw that in the notes, that they were both...
She used they were clones like that. I don't remember that part, but I know it was like clone... Netanyahu and the president are two peas in a pod, the same. They think the same. They're no good. They're no good for the area.
Right.
Okay, the area. And that's where we got to the second part about the tension in the Middle East, what's going on. This is, right after this is when I left. She says that the tension is being caused by President Trump because he withdrew from the Iran deal. Mm-hmm. And that is why we're having all this tension. Well, I think she should do her homework. I mean, that tension's been going on since 1948.
Yeah.
But the point when I heard that, in other words, she was beating on them, the foreign policy, and I just says, that's it. You know, I says, I got to get out of there. I got it. The best for me to leave. And I picked my umbrella up and I walked
and
right
she
out.
also indicated like Trump was not cooperating with them on the different things. Yet they don't cooperate with him with the wall, which is a very important issue, by the way, protecting this country.
So what made you feel, Silvio, like, I mean, you know, I would argue she says a lot of stuff I disagree with. She's entitled to say whatever she wants. You're entitled to feel like, you know what, I don't want to be here. I don't want to listen to this. What was it that made you feel so strongly that you said, you know what, I don't want to be in this room. I need to leave?
Yeah, well, that's what it is. You know, before, I don't want to break out into doing something that I'm going to regret doing. Okay? I mean, it's better to walk out, okay, and be a gentleman, okay, than stay there, okay. I'm not going to stay there and take that.
Well said.
Not against our country, okay, against the veterans, against Israel. There's so many things. Talk about the post.